What I'm going to talk about now is the opportunities in the aviation field. We have a shortage, whether it's pilots, co-pilots, whether it's people in air traffic control for operations support, whether it's people turning wrenches to make sure the aircraft are saved or they get fixed. The shortage is, it depends on what you read, it depends on what publication, but I will tell you by 2030 we're going to need over 100,000 more pilots, approximately 160,000. That's what I read last year. I just read something recently. NBAA says in the next 15 years, we're going to lose 50% of the base of aviators across the board just because they hit the age limits of 65 years old. So what does that mean? That means we got to do something now. That means we had to do something yesterday. And this reminds me of the time when I was in the military, when in the 1990s, there was a big push by the Navy to hire more minorities into the aviation field. And why? Because the military underestimated the amount of pilots that were going to leave, and they created what was called the bathtub effect. And so much so that back in 1994, 1995, when I was flying, and when I started flying, and I got winged in 1996, we had a patch. It was called the T-notch patch. And the joke was 3-0 for CO, because there were so few of us that you were going to have to promote all of us. And this kind of made leadership mad when we wore this patch. But it just proves to you that over the years, there's a cyclic event where we hire too many people, then we get rid of too many people, and then we have this gap in training, this gap in leadership, and it happens not only in the military, but on the civilian side. And we're about to hit that again. Matter of fact, we knew about this years ago, as far as my recollection. Maybe because I was in the aviation field. When I was in NORAD Northcom, we knew that this was going to happen in 2025. And here we are, and we did little to change the trajectory. You can ask why. It doesn't matter. We're here. So how can you fill the void? Well, I will tell you one thing that I've been saying forever. We have to look in communities that have been overlooked, underserviced, and underappreciated. We got to look at young people who may be a little rough around the edges, maybe don't have the educational background, but get them to a level where they could do some of these jobs because they're capable, they're smart, they just need to know that there's a way. Recently, it feels like we are rolling a lot of that back, that we're just going to continue to discount these people. And so I'm here just to continually beat the drum until we start looking. And I know there's organizations out there that do it. We have OBAP that promotes aviation to people in underserved communities, people of color, to let them know that this is a possibility for them. We have Sisters of the Sky that does the same thing. And then we have one of my favorites, Legacy Flight Academy, which I support through, when you purchase my book, partial proceeds goes to Legacy Flight Academy. They go out, they give flights to students, they get them interested in STEM and in the military. And these are kids with bright futures. They just need to know that this is available to them. And when I look around right now and I see a lot of things being scrubbed, being taken out, being diminished in the importance, and realizing that kids in these underserved communities may not ever see it, they may never think that this is a possibility for them. So it's not about your ego. It's not about all this. It's about inspiring young people to be the best individual possible. That's what it's about. It's what I've always said. It's about for them to shatter their own sky. And so let's keep all those people out there who are mentoring young folks to do these things, to be in STEM. Let's keep doing it regardless of what is happening in the geopolitical realm. Because I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep beating the drum. I'm going to keep reaching out to people. I'm going to keep answering DMs. I'm going to keep talking on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. You can't stop me. And I'm going to still talk about my accomplishments because I earned them. I fought for them. and I will be relentless in the pursuit to make other people the best individual that they could possibly be. So let's go, folks. What are you waiting for? I'm fired up, and you should be too. All you guys out there that are listening to this on my LinkedIn newsletter, you have the capability and the capacity to do it. So grab a young person and mentor them and be that shining example for them. If you love this, if you want to support, buy my books, support Legacy Flight Academy, look them up. I will drop the links in the newsletter. If you like the shirt, buy the merch. Love it. Let's go. Have a great day.